Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I am at the South Florida Drone Meetup. What's today is the 6th, the 6th of April. We're at the Jensen Beach Causeway Park. And you know, I've got some kind of shady characters with me today. Mr. Terry Hawes getting ready, he's trying to land his drone. I'm not sure if he is. And then we got Steve Gardner. We got Lonnie, we got Lauren, we got Ron, we got Rob Carmada. Most of the crew is down over there. They're watching that water drone. And yeah, that guy's gonna land right in the water. Boom, see that? But at any rate, I've got the Mini 4, and we're just gonna fly around and take a look at things. So give me just a second, and let's get this bird in the air. Okay, I've got a screen recorder started and we're ready to take off, but let's take a look at that safety menu real quick. We're in bypass, normal, optimal return to home, 35-meter return to home height, which is plenty for where we're at here. 120 meters max altitude, no limit, not asking for any calibrations. Battery is looking good, so nothing to do now but take off. So yeah, let's do an automated takeoff on the app. Normal mode, takeoff. And I'm going to, I don't know if we'll get a precision landing, but we're going to try. I'm going to go, it updated the home point. We're going to go straight up 7 meters. And we'll see if it'll, yeah, 6.9, that should be good enough before we move off here. And we'll do our droney here in just a second. Okie dokie, so nothing left to do but do our droney. So you're gonna see the whole crew here, reversing up now, reverse and up. And let me kind of move sideways here and you're gonna see the whole group. They just did a demonstration of a water drone here. And I don't see anybody in the air there. I'm just kind of checking. I'm going to see if I can pull in on them here, get some shots of the folks. We're not going to go over the top of anybody, but we definitely want to get a view of the crew here. Let's move sideways. So most of the events are taking place underneath that, picnic shelter right there. So you see a lot of landing pads, a lot of stuff, a lot of folks flying. There were 147 people, I believe, signed up for this thing. Let's move the other direction before we move off here so you can take a look. And we'll get an aerial perspective here in a minute too. We'll fly around and get another aerial perspective. I think I can move in a little closer now. Let's move in, drop that camera down, give us a little bit closer look, and we'll continue to move sideways here. And I am clear down here on the end with my friends from the UK and Canada and Mr. Ron Brown. That's kind of where we set up. You can see me standing there. We're kind of away from everything, but let's get kind of a better look at the area here. So let's grab some altitude, and we are definitely. We'll run under the bridge here. Tanya Gale was just talking to Lauren Donauer about how to fly safely, get under a bridge, and yeah. So you just look, if you can see the top end of the bridge there, you know you're low enough. Now the other thing I'm going to warn you about is there's wires and things like that. Look at those light poles and so forth. So you definitely want to watch out for stuff like that, right? Because you could run right into something like that. So, yeah. And just go right on through to the other side. So let's get out here a ways. And dropping that camera down, and I'm going to start moving around here so you can see the boats out here in the intra-coastal waterway. So in other words, this is salt water, but it's inland. There's barrier islands on the outside of it. So that's why they call it the intra-coastal waterway. A lot of folks fishing off of this pier here, kind of a mini version of the pier, and this is part of the intra-coastal waterway right here, or part of the park, excuse me, Jensen Beach Parkway Park. So kind of give you a look there. Just want to kind of want to show you where the thing is at. So let's move here to the move to the other end. There's hopefully maybe we can find some boats that we can kind of chase around a little bit. But let's come back under the bridge, and I'm going to get you some aerial views of the event itself. We'll get up there a lot higher and see if we can get some views from the event. But I just kind of wanted to give you a feel for where this is at, and yeah, you know, how it all works here. So let's go get down a little bit, get to 0 on my camera so I know I'm where I need to be. And again, I'm going to tell you, watch for wires and things like that when you're doing stuff like that, because that's what it gets you. And we're back down on the other side. And there we got a boat out there. Let's see if we can catch up with that guy. Maybe, I better put it in sport mode. Let's get sport mode, let's kick it in gear. Remember, in sport mode, there is no obstacle avoidance. So, so you always want to remember that. Yeah, we're catching him now, I think. We're clipping along at 16 meters per second. That's about 34, 35 miles an hour, something like that. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Let's turn around and come back the other way. We're getting too far out there, so no point in chasing that guy too far. I'm going to put it back in normal mode here. We got our obstacle avoidance back, and let's watch out for those sailboats. Wouldn't want to hit one of those sailboats. So the mast, that's what I was trying to think. I couldn't think of the word mast, so I didn't want to hit a mast on one of those sailboats. But let's bring it in, and we'll kind of get an aerial view of the whole thing here. I'll get above, and we can kind of get in the middle where we're not over the top of everybody, and kind of get you a big picture view of what's going on. Boy, another big boat just coming through. This crane is here, dredge. I actually flew between the crane and the cable a little bit ago, a couple days ago. So this is the park right here, and they just put it on the causeway to give, you know, it just let's get some altitude, and this is kind of the whole thing. So let's just fly over the top. We're kind of in an area here where we just need to grab some more altitude, where we're not over the top of anybody. We're kind of just over the empty street. And this is it. All the cars, everybody's here. They got a restroom facility there and so forth. So it's kind of a handy place to have an event like this. Okay, we can start coming back down. And there's another boat just coming through, coming under the bridge right now. Pick up that camera. Let's. I'll run to the other side of the causeway here so you can see it. So yeah, so this would be the east side of the causeway, and there's a park here as well. I've never been there. Let's take a look at that. I've actually never been to this part of it. Might be a, you know, another place you could certainly launch a drone there. But what happens here is, of course, a lot of fishermen. People fish off of these, off of here. So big deal. You can see some traffic, and this is called Hutchinson Island, and it's a barrier island, and on the other side of that is the Atlantic. So let's bring it down here a little bit, and we can take a look. There are some expensive homes out here, trust me on that. This is not for the faint of heart. Sounds like they got a band starting up over there at the main venue of the event. Lots going on. Jeff Norman gave a video editing presentation, and there was a guy demonstrating a drone that's a water drone. In other words, you can land it in the water and go under the water and come back out and whatever. So, you know, not sure why I would necessarily want to do that, but but you can. So he showed that on his video. So these houses right here, I'm telling you what, right on the waterfront here, I would hate to know how expensive these homes are. And they get their own private dock there, so they can launch right from home. I am sure that these are in the, I would be willing to bet probably 6 figures. So yeah, so it's interesting. Yeah, we got some condos, and I can imagine that these condos are probably not cheap either. Goodness gracious. And then off in the distance, you see those great big high-rise condos. And they got a view of the Atlantic. It's a beautiful day here today. It's probably, I don't know, it's in the 70s, very little wind. Just a beautiful day to be out flying. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Atlantic Ocean that you see on the other side there. So when you go across the Jensen Beach Causeway, that's where it takes you, is to this, what they call Hutchinson Island. And we'll be doing some flying out there tomorrow. There's a lot of state parks and stuff out there, or county parks, I believe. And we'll do some flying out on Hutchinson Island tomorrow. We'll go out there. Where you see all those high-rise condos in the distance, we'll go out there, do some flying. Okay, let's bring this guy back. Bring it back home. And I'm going to throw it in sport mode so we can make some time here. And like I always say, I always remind people, because I think it's important that you realize that you do not have obstacle avoidance while you're in sport mode. So a lot of fun here, meeting good friends, people that we talk to all the time online, we do drone shows with, etc. And you get to meet everybody in person. It is really gratifying, and the level of fellowship that we have at these kind of events is well worth it. So if you ever get a chance, if you're interested in drones, pay attention to these kind of organizations, because it is sure fun. I can tell you that. So we'll make one more sweep by the event here, and then we'll bring it in for a landing. Picking up the camera just a little bit. But you know, this is so different from what I'm used to in Idaho. To be able to, I just so cherish the opportunity to be able to get to fly this kind of territory, as opposed to, you know, the mountains and the Snake River Canyon and everything. Boy, there's a boat that just went through the tunnel there. Yeah, I was kind of hoping we'd get a chance to chase a boat. Let's see if we can catch up with that guy. What do you think? Here they come. So look at that. Look at that. Here we go. Let's go back into normal mode and see if we can catch up to this guy. Boy, that's a big yacht right there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at my FPV screen, but boy, that looks. What is that? You know, it almost looks like some kind of tugboat or something. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. And I'm just doing a manual orbit around him. Okay. And this guy, we might as well chase this guy back under the bridge, huh? What do you think? Let's get down low. We'll follow him under the bridge. We just had a drone celebrity show up among our crew here. Bill, the drone reviewer, is standing here. So I'll see if I can get the drone back, and we'll see if we can get a picture of him and his lovely wife, Val. In fact, I'm going to quit following this boat, and I'm just going to get back here so that we can take a shot here. Got some people there on the end of that walkway. Okay, let's bring it around here, and I'll get him to. We'll bring the drone in and have him give us a big hello. Okay, everybody, stand around and look out this way. I'm gonna get everybody in a shot here. So I got the whole crew to turn around here. Let's bring that drone down and in. So we've got celebrity drone reviewer, Bill the drone reviewer right there, and his lovely wife Val, and yeah, so we got kind of the whole crew here. Lauren, you guys have seen Lauren before, so that's no big deal. Yeah. And Mr. Steve Gardner.
Go eat worms.
No, don't eat worms. Don't do that. Just kidding, buddy. Okie dokie. I'm going to do one more droney, then we're going to bring it into land. Reverse and up, reverse and up. Up we go. Up and away. Okay, so I'm going to hit return to home on the controller this time. Let's hit that button. And look at that, we get that augmented reality green line. So let's see if we get that precision landing. I'm going to get my camera on here so we can see if it'll do it. And my friend Lauren Donauer is just getting ready to do a hand launch of his drone. I'm landing right now, Lauren. Okay, I'm just telling you. So it's coming down. It's pretty close. It's pretty darn close. So the drone shadow, yeah, it's going to do it. We're going to hit the pad. Look at that. All these guys that do all this hand landing, all that kind of work. Look at this. Automatically, the drone will hit the pad. So you can see. There we are on the ground. So. I'm going to stop recording, and I'm going to get a picture here while we do it. I give Lauren a hard time, but Lauren is a true drone professional, and there's how you do a hand launch right there. That is the way you do it. Seriously, all kidding aside, when I have questions about how I need to do something or what I need to do with my DJI drones, Lauren is one of the guys I talk to. And I'm not going to bug him. Go ahead and fly your drone. I don't want to bug him while he's flying his drone, but yeah. So like I said, I give him a hard time, but he knows his stuff, particularly when it comes to DJI drones. So anyway, let me get everything shut down, and we'll do a quick conclusion. Who we got? Who?
Hi! I'm here with Marcus Crawford from the Idaho Quadcopter. We're both here at Jensen Beach Drone Meetup for the South Florida Drone Meetup.
So you guys can see my friend Tanya. She uses a GoPro, and I'm on an Action 4, so I don't know.
This is the devil I know.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful product.
So we're here, and I'm really excited. I've learned a couple things. I learned how to hand catch and hand launch my drone.
From Lauren, yeah.
And now the next thing we're going to do is learn how to fly under the bridge, and I showed everyone the beautiful Causeway Bridge here.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly my Mini 3 over it.
We just did that a couple times on my video. Back and forth under the bridge a few times.
I have to. That's like a goal.
Oh, it's easy.
To do that. Yeah,
it's
and
easy.
I'm going to learn it, and I got the people, the right people here with the right skill set to do that, to learn how to do that. And I really want to fly around the lighthouse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You should get down to the lighthouse for sure.
Yeah, sunrise or sunset, because
Yeah, yeah.
it's gorgeous here. But
Yeah.
it's sunny, it's beautiful.
So we'll let Tanya finish her video. But anyway, so we flew the Mini 4 and we got out. We got clear out over the Hutchinson Island out there. Showed you the Causeway Bridge and showed you the park and showed you everything that's going on. And you got to see a lot of some of the people here. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. We got all kinds of celebrities here. We got Herman and Lawrence from those guys right here now. They're busy recording, so we're not going to bug them, but lots of celebrities here. Biggest celebrity probably I've seen is Ronald Thomas Brown. Uh-oh, okay, I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to get out of the way. This is a serious production. Uh-oh, speaking of a serious production.
Very serious. Jackie, look what I've got.
Look at Jackie.
Jackie.
Terry has pizza. Italiano. Anyway, so you guys get the idea. We're just having a lot of fun. So that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I so appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And what do we say? We'll see you on the next one, right, Lauren?
Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe and all that stuff, yeah. And look at Steve eating pizza. We got a shot of that. All right, see you guys later.